All right, thank you for staying with us. We still have, a former national officer of the PDP with us, who was former deputy public secretary of that party, the PDP, Prince Odemi, who has maintained that the Iroko of the PDP, might have some storms, might have some stones thrown at it, might have some people trying to cut it, but it will always sprout. But feelers of the street might say the Iroko is no more existing. It's now with, the wood sellers because of what has been happening to that party. But let's talk about Osun politics right now. A few days ago, the State House of Assembly, took a position on this matter through the Speaker, Diwali Egbedo, Right Honorable Diwali Egbedo, on this matter, and they accused the APC especially repeatedly accused the former governor of the state, Lajibo Itola, of being instrumental in the mess that has pervaded the local government administration in Osun State. Talking about the money that has been a bone of contention. You will remember that a few weeks ago, the governor of the state spoke on the matters when in a World Press Conference that he called, that he said Osun is being owed 130 billion naira that should be released. And he called on the president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to intervene on the matter. And Osun governor accused the nephew of the president, Lajibo Itola, as well, of being the one orchestrating whatever is happening in Osun and colluding with the police, while the ones that they call the yes or no local government chairman have been going to council and they have been supported, commandeered by the Nigerian police, that the Lajibo Itola is allegedly behind that. So the State of Assembly has told that particular line as well, and they said the money that has been paid, that are not supposed to be paid according to him, that has been paid to that controversial UBA account, is now being touched, even though there is a court ruling freezing that account at the time, that is now being touched, and the APC chieftains in Osun are not even hiding it. Some of their local government chairmen, the ones they call yes or no now, are saying they have the money and they have been spending it, to say they have been paying salaries of traditional rulers. Adewale Egbedo said, yes, they have been paying salaries of selected, in his word. I think we should just take a look at that video so that brings Odemi can, make his position on this matter, especially for the benefit of those that haven't seen that video.
The House cannot watch while actions that undermine the rule of law, democratic governance, and the welfare of the people at the grassroots continue unabated. The legislative authority or the power of the state houses of assembly to make laws regulating local government administration, financial controls, and accountability are expressly recognized under Section 7 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The financial autonomy granted the local government by the Supreme Court does not negate Section 7 of the Constitution. The House notes with great concern that individuals whose elections were nullified by court of competent jurisdiction and whose self-awarded tenure has since expired by a fusion of time on 22nd October 2025, continue to unlawfully occupy local government secretariats and interfere with local government finances. These individuals have no legal mandate. They are not recognized by law, by the courts, or by the Constitution. Their continued presence in local government secretariats is illegal and must not go on unchecked. Disbursement of local government funds by Mr. Lajibo Itola. Mr. Lajibo Itola, a nephew to the president, has no constitutional, statutory, or moral authority to control local government funds, issue instructions on local government funds, influence banks, or direct security agencies in respect of local government administration. Being related to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria confers no legal power to interfere in the affairs of the Osun State local government. Nigeria is governed by laws, not family ties. The House is particularly alarmed by credible information that huge sums of local government funds have been paid under the directive of Mr. Lajibo Itola. 25 million.
All right, and of course, because of the exigency of time, he went on to say 25 million naira was given transferred to the APC yes or no chairman, 12 million naira to the vice chairman, 30 million naira to these. 130 million naira was given to selected traditional rulers. And I think 13 billion naira or so was paid as legal fees to one Lion and Co, who has been on the matter as far as legal service is concerned. So these are very, very categorical statements. Oh, okay. I think we now have, we're trying to, hopefully we'll have, Prince Odemi back with us, because I was going to take him on that route of the politics in Osun State. But I understand we now have Mr. Isiaka Babatunde Gbadamosi with us. Good morning, sir. Can you hear me? Mr. Gbadamosi, can you hear me?
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. I understand. Thank you very much. I understand you're constrained with time and all of those things. And, we are now talking about Osun politics. But let's take it back a bit. What your man, when I mean your man, from Oyo State, the governor, where he referred to some persons as vagabonds of that party, and then they have been removed. And of course, everybody knew where the salvo was targeted at and all of those things. And, days before that, it was the governor, former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, who said he is particularly interested in Oyo State. And we spoke with Prince Odemi, who hopefully will join us back, who has said, maybe these are just political salvo. It's not a big deal. You told that line as well.
Okay. Let me start the statement made by the governor of Oyo State, Engineer Oluseyi Makinde, about the use of the word vagabond and the repentance and the song he sang and all of that. I remember there was a time he said he was not going to go into the gutter and he was not going to be ungentlemanly. But obviously, from all that is coming from him, I think those are not for me. Those are not language meant for decent conversation. Really, I do not think there is any need to be using words. Abusive languages and all of that. Let's deal with the issues on the ground. What are the issues? The issues are that PDP is having a lot of challenges. The issues are that the court recognized the Abdurrahman fashion of the PDP. The issues are that the convention has been nullified and that those that were elected are not to be parading themselves until a competent court vacates that judgment. So those are the issues really. Issues also are that how does PDP become a formidable opposition in 2026 and 2027 election? Those are the issues really. Not doing tantrums and using very uncomplimentary language that I had the governor use.
But what would be your take with Wike's statement where he said he is interested in the PDP structure in Oyo State? Especially seeing what he has made of the PDP structure in Rivers, where he is from. Okay,
well, I think the governor also mentioned asking what the aspect of the structure in Rivers State.
Sorry. Mr. Gbadamosi, I guess if you can hear me, this internet service at your end is quite, we are not really getting the best of your audio feed, and that's not good enough. I don't know what we're going to do about that.
I'm hearing you clearly.
Yes, that means it's good from this end, is the other end, but you might want to continue. Let's hear it again. Maybe you can work. Go ahead, sir.
What I was saying was that Engineer Makinde is somebody who should be interested in what happened in his state. And if there's anybody whose state is interested in what happened in his state also, he also should be interested in such a person. So that is very out of place. But in politics, we have had people who dabble into the affairs of other states. And I think what those in that state have done is to be put on notice that some people want to interfere with our activities, and how do we ensure that that does not happen? So, but other than that, I think there is really nothing to that statement as concerned that I'm interested in your state. On the face value, anybody could be interested in any state.
You're not concerned that a Wike, especially with what he has made of the structure of PDP, would you say PDP really exists in Rivers? And if such a person, that kind of figure, a cantankerous person, and especially with the so much lack of peace between him and the state's governor at this time, is interested in a party in another state, would you say that that is not deeply concerning?
Well, let me say this. Your use of words as Wike being cantankerous, all of that, that is subjective, it is debatable, and people could look at it. Politicians have characters. Every politician have a character you can identify him with. So Wike has defined himself in his kind of personality. And whether we like it or not, Wike is a leader of the PDP, is a leader in the PDP. That is a fact. Nobody can take that away. And besides that, if the issues in the PDP today are supposed to be resolved, you must include a Wike in the process. If you don't, then you are not ready to resolve the issues. And these are the facts that people are running away from. Politics is about inclusion, it's about understanding what is on the ground, it's about understanding who matters in your deliberation and the game of interest. So when you are able to identify that, you now go ahead and ensure that everybody seems to get what they want, at least to a great extent, so you can have a very smooth ride. But alienating some people, especially some people, and creating this kind of situation will always create problem for the party.
All right. We now have Prince in Odemi back. Can you hear me now, Prince? Oh, okay.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. He's there with us. Now, I was, you left for a while, actually. But now we are back. I mean, you are back. I'm just going to take you through what is happening in Osun State. Everybody is talking. The Adewale Egbedun is the last in that series, as far as government officials are concerned, to accuse Governor Itola of, orchestrating whatever is happening. And he's saying the fund that belongs to the people is now being used by the APC yes or no chairman, illegally, and even put figures to it, 25 million, 12 million, this and that. And the APC people are saying there is nothing illegal in what they have done. They are to, get that account through what they call constitutional means or legal means, and they have been spending it on what they are supposed to be spending it. The governor shouted, "Give us our 130 billion naira," and everybody is pointing, accusing fingers at former Governor Itola, and they are calling on the president to intervene on the matter. It's so much of a mess right now, isn't it? Please, Odemi.
Quite unfortunate that Nigeria has become what it is. I want to say, without hiding anything, that this is a lawless situation in Osun State. And for the mere fact that everybody is keeping quiet, they are not seeing the bigger picture of the calamity we are doing to our democracy, and the federal might being displayed over an opposition party or by an opposition party in Osun State. We will soon get to a situation whereby there will be breakdown of law and order. Governor Ademola Adeleke has avoided a breach of peace by asking the chairman to sit at home, because the last time they challenged the occupation of local government, some lives were lost. But maybe because of his determination to have peace in Osun, the APC developed more power. APC developed more power to perpetrate illegality. If the term and expiration of the local government chairman has expired, And there has not been any court of confidence jurisdiction that says their term has been extended. And the federal government decided to give them money. Money that normally belongs to the local government. We all know that they are just using the federal money simply because the governor that was defeated, Governor Boyega Oyetola, happens to be at the presidency. And being the nephew of the president, they can do and undo.
Because of time, Prince Odemi, why is everybody shouting and, pointing fingers at Oyetola? As far as I'm concerned, as far as public information is concerned, the man has not even been heard publicly, personally, talking about the matter. So why is everybody, pointing fingers at him?
I don't know how to interpret this in English. People who perpetrate evil always look innocent. We have the example of Seyi Makinde. People who don't talk, you never can predict or know what they are doing behind. So we all know Governor Oyetola is behind all these things. We are all politicians.
You must have your facts and evidence.
You are only asking me the question you know.
You must have your facts.
Well, we have said it. Let them deny it. It's as simple as ABC.
Okay.
All right, Prince.
Election is coming. Election is coming.
Yes.
They want to win election at all costs. So they will do everything to frustrate us. And that's exactly what they are doing. But the people of Osun State will reply them with their votes. That's very much we know.
All right, Prince. The Algon chairman in the state has debunked what the PDP said, the accusation, and calling it falsehood. Yes or no Algon chairman. And he said that
which Algon chairman? Which of the Algon chairman?
The APC camp.
Idowu.
Okay, APC camp.
Yes, he said that he has described what the speaker said as falsehoods and rants. He said that they have been administering the councils, that they've paid traditional rulers in the state and doing all sorts. I mean, what's your take on that, especially as he also reiterated the fact that the faction or the chairman, that's at the election in February, that's your own, the ones they refer to as the sit-at-home chairman, that they deliberately, not using his words particularly, but that they stayed at home and did not, show up to work, and they had been administering the councils, and they also paid traditional rulers. What would you say about that, especially as it's saying that it's falsehoods and rants that the speaker has spoken of?
Well, what the federal government or the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has succeeded in doing in Osun State is to divide the administration of the government between the local government and the governor. If you say you are the governor, you win this election, then we will take over the local government from you by hook or crook. And that's exactly what they are doing. Because giving money to illegitimate people simply because they are your party members and asking them to go and give traditional rulers or you give them this, you give them that, is pure illegality, and you are just using the federal might to divide the administration of the state on Governor Adeleke. The people understand this. If you give this money to Ademola Adeleke, with the way he is going, with his level of performance, APC will not have any mouth or will not have
the money cannot even be given to Governor Adeleke. The money belongs to the councils.
Belong to the council. But if you are now saying you don't recognize the council or the local government chairman duly elected by the people of Osun State under the banner of PDP, then you say you are not recognized. It's pure illegality. And for Nigerians to keep quiet on this, it is our turn. It will soon become their turn too.
All right,
this
interesting
is not
one.
What is expected in a Nigerian situation.
We have to go. By the way, anytime you come on this program, we have this conversation. I usually ask you, is the same Tinubu administration now, the same APC government at the level, at the national level, that the Osun government has promised to support in 2027? So what is what? But let me just, Mr. Gbadamosi, are you there with us? Mr. Gbadamosi, are you with us? Okay, I would have loved to take his, final word. But these is a developing matter, and it's not funny. It's not a happy thing. It's a lot of back and forth and confusion in the state. And some will even say that maybe there is no confusion. It's politicians that are just bringing the mischief. But then it's all about the state. The money belongs to the people, and it must be administered judiciously. As we round it off, I saw a video recently where an APC chieftain was even at an APC meeting, was warning his own people to say nobody should transfer council money to personal accounts. You people should be very careful. But then, just like I said, it's a developing matter. Prince Odemi, a politician and a son of the soil. Thank you very much for your time, Ayoti.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We, this will be a convenient point for us to anchor this morning. I had to bring that in because I've forgotten the name of the man, but quite a high-ranking man, the Osun PC, who was saying, you people should be careful. If you have the money, don't transfer anything to personal account. But maybe that person knows that there might be trouble if you people go around this business. Or
maybe that person knows that whatever it is that we're dishing out, it should be for outsiders. We must not practice that within the party.
All right.
But whatever it is, what you cannot take, do not dish out to others.
It's a golden rule.
Exactly. This is Morning Spring on Western Spring Television, where we make light and sense of conversations, of issues. Trust us to always bring you matters, that are always right there in our faces, on the faces of the dailies. Remember, this morning, the Senate is pushing to give more power, to dissolve more power, as states, nations around the world are dissolving more powers down, the government.
Right.
The Senate in Nigeria is moving the power up to the federal government, trying to generate more money, revenue for the federal government. We'll be looking into so many issues in the course of the week. My name is Temitope Ajijola Oluwala. We'll make a return tomorrow.
Let me use my name. See you tomorrow, God willing. Bye.